Okay, you guys, we are here in Hamilton, Missouri, just a block off the main road. We'll give you the address when I figure out what it is. We'll link it below. Anyway, we're at a cute little quilt shop called Whispers of Yore. See, turn the camera. It looks like this. So it just looks like a little house. So Jan and Rodney Yamamoto live here and run this little shop. The lawn's not mowed, but don't let that fool you. It's just been super, super hot. We'll let this truck go by. So the reason I tell you that is if you see this and you see that maybe the lawn's not mowed or something, Rodney's 81 years old. He doesn't always want to get out here, but they are open. Come and see them. So this is how you get in there. You walk this way and you can park right here in the driveway, but only quilters get to park here, as you can see. All right, so keep coming this way. Now, if you look right here, this is their front door, so this is not for the guests. If you went in here, you'd run into the long arm, so we got to keep going this way. Walk around the corner. And this is where we come in. So let's go find Jan and Rodney and see what we can find out about their cute little store. I'm Shalane, this is Dean, and we are GrassRoots Living.
About to see the world in action, what we can be.
Hi guys, we are so glad you're with us again today. I am at a little shop in Hamilton, Missouri that I've been wanting to come to for months. Actually, I don't even know how long you've been open. We'll let her answer that. But ever since she opened this little shop, I was like, what is that? I don't know what she's doing in there, but it looks super cute. This is kind of off the beaten path a tiny bit in Hamilton. And I know you guys are coming to Hamilton, Missouri to see all the quilt shops on the main road, but you got to sneak over here and see this one. Okay, so tell us about who you are and what your shop is.
Oh, okay. Who I am, that's a long story.
Yeah.
I don't think we have time for that. My name is Janet Yamamoto. I have a shop, I've called it Whispers of Yore, and it's a full service sewing studio. So I opened here, I ran my shop about 5 years in Arizona, and then I moved here to Missouri. And so we opened here 2 years ago in September. So we had a few months, and then we had COVID, so everything was just kind of dead. But then now since May, since Missouri Star opened up again, we're going gangbusters, and I'm just busy like crazy. So
yeah,
that's
so
the beginning.
Well, I know that she's been busy on one project in particular. I don't know if you guys saw the Best Quilt Museum Ever video. If you haven't seen it, I'll link it right here, and I'll also put it in the description below so you can click on that and watch that video. Very cool. While you're down there looking for that link, go ahead and click on that subscribe button and the thumbs up. That would be awesome. But in the Quilt Museum, Jan has 2 quilts. Right? Don't you have 2, or do you have more?
I've got like 10, 8 or 10.
Oh, because downstairs,
Yeah.
downstairs they're doing a whole room that's just this lady right here. I mean, honestly, she's completely magnificent. And you guys know, and you're tired of hearing me saying it, I don't do quilts yet. I don't do quilts, but I have a great appreciation for quilts and quilters and just artists in general. So check out that video so you can see some of her work. And one of the things they have over there is a quilt that you did that they're raffling off right now. Can we still get in on that? Do you know how long
I believe that's going to go until the end of September, or close to the end of September. So
Okay.
yeah, there's plenty of time yet.
Yeah, so it's a handmade quilt. And then she did one that's like teeny tiny little squares.
That's called
Like
a postage stamp quilt.
Like a zillion postage.
Yeah, a zillion postage stamps. Yes.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. So that one's very cool. Check out the video if you haven't seen it. Okay. One thing I was excited about with this little shop is that I heard that you sold quilts. And you know, we go into a lot of quilt shops and little fabric stores, and sometimes they'll sell their samples and sometimes they won't, but I feel like it's hard to find a quilt shop where they sell quilts that are not from another country, right?
Right.
Right. So show us your quilts.
Okay.
Because what if we want to buy a quilt?
Well, we have to go downstairs for all the ones for sale.
Oh,
So,
can we do
but-
that?
Yeah, we can.
Let's
Do
go
you wanna
downstairs.
Go downstairs first, and then we'll come back up here.
Yeah, we'll go downstairs and
finish
then we'll
up
pop
here.
back up here.
Okay.
All right, so we've come to the magic happy place. We're downstairs. Dean's trying to get in the shot. I guess he wants to say hi today. Say hi.
Hello.
Okay, so we're just gonna kind of flip around here and I never know whether to call her Jan or Janet, but she said we could call her either one as long as we don't call her late for dinner.
Yeah, that's
So,
no kidding.
so Janet's gonna tell us about the quilts around here. Yeah?
Okay.
Okay.
Sure. Okay, let's, we can start right here. This is an example of my custom quilting. I love to do custom quilting on my long arm for people who have their quilt tops and aren't crazy about quilting. I'm an Island Batik ambassador as well, and this up here is a project that I had for them. They give us fabric a couple times a year, and then they give us a monthly challenge, and this was one of the challenges where I had to use this full collection of fabrics, and they were kind of loud for me, but as I looked at them, I thought it looked like Africa to me. So I tried to make something that might look like I would see something in Africa. Not that I know anything about that, but it looked Africa to me.
It's beautiful.
So,
Yeah.
okay, this is, I love to hand applique. This is needle turn applique. And then the quilting on that's an example of my custom quilting as well.
So she's got a long arm upstairs, and we're going to go check that out in a minute. Is this your home and your shop?
Yes,
Yeah.
I've been working on this for many years because I knew that I didn't have enough to actually retire. So at least now I'm retiring to doing something that I love to
Yeah.
do.
You wake up in the morning and you walk in your living room and you're at work.
And
But
sometimes
it's what you
we're
love.
working at midnight in our pajamas in the room upstairs, which I love too.
That's the best.
So this is an old one that I did this count and cross stitch years ago for my mother, and she had that hanging above her organ in her home for many years, and when she passed away I got it back, and she had kind of a funky frame on it, so I took it and redid it and made it into a little quilt. And I'm not sure, this is kind of hard to see, but it says the best music is homemade.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Okay, and then I guess you can just kind of go around the
Yeah.
room, and if you have a question, ask it.
Absolutely. So you did the sewing on all of these. These are all
I have a few
yours.
from my sister,
Okay.
and my husband has been helping me. So
Yeah, so
here's-
your
here's
husband is a
another-
quilter, you said, right?
Yes, he's
Yes.
learning. He's learning.
Nice.
This is another postage stamp, one of my favorites. I call this checkerboard with an attitude.
Checkerboard with an attitude. Absolutely. You make these little sweet little
Yes, and
babies.
I love to make stuffed animals and dolls, so I have a lot of those.
Perfect. Now, did your husband do this one because
You knew.
Yeah, because isn't your husband from Hawaii? Are you guys
Yes.
are from Hawaii?
He's from Hawaii.
He's from
and
Hawaii.
I've lived there for
Right.
about 10 years. So this one he made, and I quilted it.
Yeah, and when you meet Rodney, he just kind of screams Hawaii to me. Like
Well,
I
yeah.
feel like you know he's from Hawaii.
Well, he screams also because he's deaf. But he does scream Hawaii.
Yeah. Well, this is fun.
That was my New Year's project for Island Batik.
Nice. All right, we'll flip around this way. How do you, girl, the patience?
That was a hand project that I did when I was sitting and watching TV or traveling. I love to do that. My hands are busy, and then I find beautiful things come out of it, and no waste of time.
Nice.
So,
Nice.
Somebody's upstairs.
Oh,
that's Rodney.
Rodney's upstairs.
If you want to go tell him we're down here.
Yeah, tell Rodney to come say hi. So it looks like we might get to meet Rodney soon. And if we do, this will be a very long video because I adore this man, but he is a talker.
Yeah. That's the truth.
We love his stories though. Look at, I am completely in love with this. How fun is that? You're so talented.
Thank you.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I've been sewing up too.
Yeah?
Hi.
Yeah. Hi. You're on candid camera.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, say hi.
Hi. Say hi.
We were just noticing this. Do you have other quilts down here that you did, or just
This one he did.
this one over here?
That one.
And he even quilted this one. That was his first attempt at long arm quilting, and he did such a wonderful job.
Nice.
Called Every Which Way.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's kind of a balanced, unbalanced log cabin creation.
Well, I love it. I think it's gorgeous.
I just went wild.
I've been actually wanting to visit with you and with Ron about quilting because Ron is a quilter too, of course.
My teacher.
Yes, you're a good teacher apparently.
Thank you.
Yes.
So I learned to quilt when I was 12.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so that's more years than I want to say. But
Yeah.
you know it's been a long, long time.
It's been a minute.
Yeah.
Okay, tell me about this because I'm loving this situation.
Rodney
Right here.
made that one because we had one above there, and this is actually to hide the messy room in there. And so he put that together, and we just quilted that and put that up last night. But isn't that fun?
Yeah,
I
that's
just
so
love that.
fun.
We called that tropical rainforest because it just
Yeah,
reminded
it did-
me
yeah,
of
the
rain,
rain.
and the colors
Yes,
and everything.
Yes.
So.
Perfect. So you've got whole
That's all I have to add.
little collection here.
I got
Yeah, we're
that
kind of
right.
short on them right now because the museum has quite a few. And we've had a run. So there's a lot of empty spots down here that we're just going crazy trying to fill. But we will, especially this winter. We'll catch up.
Well, let's pop upstairs
Okay.
and see what else we've got going upstairs. Guys, we're going upstairs. See ya. Who's the puppy?
That's Pepper.
Hi, Pepper. Hi, sweet puppy. All right, so here's your long arm.
And I just took one off last night, so I don't have one on. But this is the next one I'm going to put on. This is one that Rodney made this last week that we just love. And I'm excited to get it quilted.
Now you're really gonna have to yell over these guys downstairs. Oh, how fun! Oh my
Great.
goodness!
We came back from Hawaii with lots of wonderful Hawaiian fabrics.
Yes.
And so we're trying to make a lot of them up because everyone loves Hawaiian fabrics,
Yeah.
don't they?
Well, it's unique, you
Yeah.
know. And I love going into all these shops, and they have different personalities and different fabrics. But a lot of them, too, have kind of the same-ish basic, you know, all the different fabrics that seem to be popular. And then we go into some shops, like the. I'm gonna come over here.
Okay.
So we go into some shops like the little Native American shop that we went to a few weeks ago. I'll link that up here if you haven't seen that video. And they had all those fun Native American fabrics. She was really low on stock when we did the video, but super cute store, so check that one out. But so you went to Hawaii and just took advantage while you were there of getting some cool Hawaiian fabric. Now, do you sell any fabrics in here?
No, I don't sell fabric, but I have a lot of fabric.
Yeah. You're a fabric hoarder?
I like to make quilts from scraps, so I love to work out of my scrap stash.
Got you.
And that's my favorite. However, since I do Island Batik, I do get lots of fabric from them, and so now I have lots of Island Batik fabric scraps, which I love. I love sewing on Island Batik fabric, batik fabric, because it presses so nice and it just comes. I just love batik fabric, so you'll see a lot of batiks just because I like them.
Fair enough. And tell me about, because I'm eyeing this one behind you.
This was a friendship quilt that I did with my group in Arizona before I moved here. And we each started with one row. This is my first row, and that kind of set my theme and my colors. And then we passed it to the next person. There was 10 people in the group, and we each had a month to design and make a row for everybody's quilt. And each month we passed it around the circle. And so when I got it back, I had 9 rows because my 2 sisters were in the group and they did this row together. And then I hand quilted this because it was just such a fun thing I wanted to touch. Wanted to have hands-on work on that.
Yeah, this quilt not for sale. Lots of good memories on this quilt.
Yeah, look at that. Gorgeous. Yeah.
This was another traveling project that I took with me. I started right here in the center and took it with me when we were traveling so I'd have something to do, and then it just kind of grew from there. I worked on it watching TV and waiting for doctor's appointments or whatever. And now I look at this and realize how many hours would have been wasted doing nothing if I hadn't had that in my lap. And so we can find little bits of time here and there and actually turn them into wonderful things if we just look for them.
And that's true, and I think that that's why we have so many RV quilters.
Yes.
That, you know, watch our channel and travel and quilt. And
She make me drive all the way, man. I drove all the way to Utah and all the way back from Arizona.
and she just sat over there and quilted, just
she's
sewing.
As it gets dark, man, she puts a headlamp on and keeps going. Insane.
She's dedicated.
You gotta be crazy to start something like this.
Yeah.
I mean, this is the one block here.
That she started
That's
with.
the first block.
And then just.
And just one block.
This is all hand stitched.
Each one by hand. I can't do that.
And
I
it
don't
wasn't
have the patience.
It wasn't a plan from the beginning. I just started and did this, and then I figured out what I was going to do next. And then it just kind of took on its own life and became what it is. And now it's hanging here on the banister until I figure out how to finish it off.
And she says it relaxes her.
Yeah. Okay, it might stress me, but hey.
Not me. This is one I want to show you. This was another of my Island Batik projects, and this was a try a new technique. Here, I can turn on the light. This was a try a new technique project, so I had to think of something that I hadn't tried before, and it was really fun.
Stained glass.
Oh my goodness.
And you can tell I like postage stamps because I do a lot of postage stamps.
Let me get kind of back up here.
Okay, so how do you?
So would you say you are the most talented quilter on the planet?
It's a process.
Well, maybe the most talented in this house. But only because Rodney hasn't been doing it as long as I have.
This is fabulous. And is this one for sale? I don't see a price on this one yet.
I think I'm going to keep this one. That was hard work.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
I wouldn't even know what to ask for that.
Yeah. All right, so let's keep going.
This is this month's Island Batik project in process. I still have borders to do on that, and I'm excited how that's turning out.
Just in time, fall's coming, and this kind of has a little bit of a fall feel to it.
Yes.
Really pretty colors there.
This is my cutting table, work table / garbage table. I try to keep it clear, but I have to really make an effort to clear it off every few months just because it piles up.
It's organized chaos, isn't that what they call it?
That's about it. Organized chaos. Sometimes it's organized.
So I see you have like a shirt here and something.
Okay, I'll go around on this side. I also do alterations and repairs. This shirt, for example, was too low cut, so they want a button and a buttonhole here. So simple alteration there. Though I'm not a tailor, but I can do simple things. And repairs, I do quilt repairs as well. There's not too many people that do that, but I can look at a quilt and tell you if it's worth repairing or what it would take to repair it.
Oh, that is good to know. And then, so all these ladies right now that are running around downtown, if they rip their shirt or something, they could pop over here.
Yeah.
You can help them out real quick.
Yeah, they could. That's true.
Who taught you to quilt? Your
Well,
mom?
I grew up underneath the quilt, you know, the big frame quilt when the church ladies would all get together and quilt.
Yes.
And eventually I ended up taking care of the babies under there. And by the time I was 12 years old, I was tired of that. I told my mom, I want to be up here with the ladies quilting. And she said, oh, you're not old enough yet. But luckily for me, my grandma was standing there and she said, oh, let her try. If it's that bad, we can pull it out. But
Aw.
I don't think they pulled it out. And
Aw.
I tried, I learned, and I've just loved it ever since.
Thank goodness for grandmas.
Yes, thank goodness. This over here is my favorite Sunbonnet Sue pattern ever. I was given that by a friend in Hawaii, and I just had so much fun making those blocks.
And are these quilts that are being like
This-
repaired and such?
This is my binding pile. I
Oh,
bind quilts as well, so this is just the next couple of days of binding.
what the?
This was one of my own designs. I have yet to make a pattern, and
And then did you say Rodney made?
Rodney put this quilt together and I quilted it.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah,
I kind of
quilting.
know this is one project, this is another project, and this is another project. This needs to be put away. This is my cuttings. This is my Island Batik project for this last month that I need to finish up. Our project last
Pincushion.
month was getting ready for
pincushions.
Christmas, so I
Yeah.
thought this is my little pincushion gift basket. So
Nice.
when I want to give a gift for Christmas, there we go. Just
Perfect.
grab a
She makes
pincushion
anything.
out and
Yeah.
All those dolls
Put it away.
downstairs. And, no, but this is a Japanese quilt I made.
Oh, wow.
Is it right side up?
Yeah, it is. Have you ever been to Japan?
I wish I could. Because it's so expensive. But yeah, this is my second Japanese quilt.
That's gorgeous.
I made a different one. It's on my phone, but my daughter liked it so much she bought it from me.
Nice. I think I saw that one because I think you put it on Facebook. Yeah.
I post on Facebook and she does too. Yeah, that's how she saw it. I posted it on Facebook and she said, I want that. And she said, I have to save money and pay you payments, but I want to pay the full price.
Aw.
I said, hey, okay. And then about 2 weeks later, her birthday was coming up. So her husband called me and he said, I'll pay for it.
Oh, nice. It's a good husband. Okay, so I tried to find you online. Do you have a website? Because I didn't find a website.
I'm not really friendly with technology, so I'm glad you're holding that thing. But I do have a Facebook page. So
Okay.
I have a Facebook page under Whispers of Yore, and like Rodney said, we try to post things that we make
Okay.
occasionally, and anyone that's interested in looking, I can go down and do a scan with my phone. I can do that. But come to town and visit.
Yeah,
That's the best way.
Absolutely. So what's your phone number here and your address here so they can find
Okay,
you?
my address is 202 East McGaughy Street in Hamilton. We're one block east of Main Street behind the Missouri Star Quilt shops. And our phone number is 801-350-1604. And the best way to get in touch with me is texting, because that I can do.
Perfect. And again, we will link all that information below, just down there. Pop, pop, pop. And again, if you haven't, if while you're down there, click on that subscribe button if you haven't done that already. Right? Tell them to subscribe.
Subscribe. These are my best friends.
Yeah, this is awesome. I'm so excited. Like I said, we've been wanting to get over here for so long. So we are so glad that we did. We hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you give her a call or come by. This is a fabulous little shop. These are fabulous people. This is a fabulous town. Until next time, come on over here. We'll do our outro, baby. Until next time, this is Grassroots Living, reminding you to get down to the grassroots of what makes you happy and live your love.
We're thinking of you. We'll catch you next time.
Peace out.
Yes, it is.
Hi, that's why we edit. Oh, and so whenever I see a shop that's in somebody's like house, it always makes me nervous, and I usually don't go in. I'm super intimidated, and I'm nervous that I'm gonna walk in on them having breakfast or something. But don't be nervous. This is cool. They've got it all set up. She's right there in front. So come on into Whispers of Yore here, just a block off the main street in Hamilton, Missouri. All right, if you have stayed all the way to the end, thank you, thank you, thank you. We love you. We love our viewers, and we have a super exciting special surprise. Janet has agreed that once we get to 10,000 views on this video, she is going to give away either this, you get to choose. So we've got this one right here, or come over here. This right here, which is gorgeous. Look all the way. So 10,000 views, then we will figure out how we'll do it. Somehow we'll do a random giveaway. Do we know how we're gonna do that?
We're going to have them put the word prize in a comment.
Prize in a comment. And then we'll figure it out. But we need to get to 10,000 views. We'll give one of these things away. So make sure that you share this video, like on Facebook or whatever, with your friends. And if you do come by here, when you do come by here, make sure you say hi to Janet and her husband for us and tell them that Grassroots Living sent you. And we will see you guys on the next one.